Hey guys, today I was watching Gossip Girl and it's one of my favorite shows, so I thought I would do a video about my favorite names or the most interesting names from Gossip Girl. So the first name is of course Serena, and Serena's full name is Serena Celia Vander Woodsen. And Serena means just serene, clear, and bright. And I think Serena is a very pretty name. The name Serena peaked on the charts in 2002 at number 244, and really interestingly enough, 2002 is the year that the first Gossip Girl novel came out. And in 2011, Serena was number 448, so it's not really all that popular. And then I also looked at her middle name, Celia, which means heavenly. And it was popularized in 1623 in the Shakespeare play As You Like It. And I think Celia is a really pretty name, and it's currently number 735, so it's not popular at all either. The next name is Blair, and her full name is Blair Cornelia Waldorf. And Blair is such a cute, simple name. It means battlefield. It's a Scottish name. And Blair was on the charts as number 971 in 2000. And then it disappeared for about 10 years, and it just came back onto the charts in 2011 as number 973. I think Blair is a really cool sounding name, and I really think it fits the character. The fact that it means battlefield is funny because Blair is so ruthless. And then her middle name, Cornelia, I think is a really beautiful name that is not popular at all. It was last on the charts in 1965 at number 951, and then it hasn't been on the top 1,000 since then. Which fits right with Blair, Battlefield, and Cornelia, Warhorn. And some really cute nicknames you could use for Cornelia would be Cora. You could even use Connie, I think, and also Nellie. I think Nellie is an adorable nickname. The next one is Jennifer, Jenny, little J, and Jennifer's middle name is Tallulah, so she's Jennifer Tallulah Humphrey. And Jennifer was number 1 from 1970 to 1984, so it was super popular, and even before and after that it was still like in the top 5, top 10 for a long time. And it means fair or holy. And it's been in the top 200 since 1945, and I was really surprised that it's still really popular. I mean, not super popular, but it's still number 134 in 2011. So it's been a super popular name for a very long time. I don't really like the name Jennifer that much. And my mother told me that when she was pregnant with me, my dad wanted to name me Jenny if I was a girl, and she thought that Jenny and Jennifer was way too popular, so they went with Virginia instead because Jenny was similar. So I'm very thankful they didn't name me Jennifer. I would hate to have such a popular name. Her middle name, Tallulah, has a really cool meaning. It means leaping water. And I have hated the name Tallulah ever since I first heard it on, I think Demi Moore has a daughter named Tallulah, which is the first place that I heard it. I just don't like the sound of it. It has a cool meaning, but it just sounds like super... It sounds like a celebrity baby name to me, and maybe that's because that's where I first heard it, but I don't like the sound of Tallulah. The next one is Vanessa, and her full name is Vanessa Marigold Abrams. I don't like the character Vanessa, but I liked the name Vanessa before Gossip Girl, so. I liked Vanessa a lot better in the books, actually. In the books, Vanessa is like really more of an outcast type of character. She's like supposed to be chubby, and she has her head shaved, and I liked her a whole lot more. And I guess in Hollywood everyone has to be beautiful, so even though Vanessa's kind of the reject character, they still make her really pretty, so I kind of didn't like that in the TV show. But anyway, back to the names. Vanessa is a name that was invented in 1713 by poet Jonathan Swift, and it was in the top 100 from 1977 up until 2009, and it's recently gone down a bit. It was number 118 in 2011, but it's still fairly popular. And her middle name, Marigold, I thought was really beautiful. I don't think I would use it for a first name because the nicknames for it would only be like Mary or Goldie, and those sound like old ladies to me. But I do think it's really cute, and Marigold first was adopted as a name in the 19th century. There was a huge fad of using plants and flowers as baby names. So that's when that became popular, and it has never been on the charts in the top 1,000. The next name is Georgina Sparks, who most of you probably hate if you watch Gossip Girl. And I love the name Georgina. I think it's really cool. and it's not very popular. It means farmer or earth worker. It was last on the top 1,000 in 1992 at number 952, so it's not been in the top 1,000 for almost 20 years. It has never been in the top 500, so it's not a popular name at all. And if you like it, you could totally use it. I think Georgie would be a really cute nickname for a little girl. I like having unisex nicknames for girls with a really girly full name, so I think that's perfect, Georgina and Georgie. But if you don't like the boyish nicknames, you could call her Gina too. The next one is Ivy Dickens, and the name Ivy also came into fashion during the 19th century flower plant name fad, and it was number 258 in 1882, and that is the highest it has been until 2011. It was number 266. So it hasn't been popular in a long time. It's getting a little more popular, but it's still not super up there. The next one is Charlotte Rhodes, who, if you watch Gossip Girl, Ivy pretends to be Charlotte. And let's see, in 1943, Charlotte was number 47, and then it wasn't that popular, and it began getting more popular recently, and it is number 27 in 2011, which is the all-time high of the name Charlotte. And I was so disappointed that Charlotte's getting popular because I love that name. It's so pretty, and I love Charlotte on Sex and the City. I love her character. While Ivy playing as Charlotte goes by Charlie, which is kind of cute. It reminds me of that new show, Good Luck Charlie, on the Disney Channel. And the real Charlotte goes by Lola, which is a really interesting, different nickname for Charlotte that I hadn't heard before. But my favorite nickname for Charlotte is Lottie. I think that's so adorable. The next character is Lillian Bass, who is Lily, Serena's mother. And Lillian was number 22 in 2011, which shocked me. I did not know Lillian was a popular name at all. I guess Lily's popular. I just hadn't thought of Lillian being popular. Lillian was number 10 in 1898 up until 1901, and I think Lily is a super cute nickname. The next one is Cece Rhodes, which I'm assuming since Lily and Serena's middle names are both Celia, that Cece's full name is Celia. But Cece could also be short for Cecilia or Cecia. Some more creative ones that I like are, you could use it for Lucille or Priscilla. So just some options. I think Cece is a really cute nickname, and I think it's getting a little more popular, especially with Pam and Jim's baby on The Office is named Cece. So the next one is Eleanor Waldorf, and Eleanor is getting very popular now with the nickname Nellie, I think, because Nellie is so cute. Or you could also use the nickname Nora, which I think is adorable too. In 2011, it was number 150. And the highest it's ever been was number 25 in 1920. And it means bright or shining one. I think Eleanor is a really pretty name, and I love the nickname Nellie. So the next one, these are some of Blairs' minions, as she calls them. Isabel, Katie, Penelope, Hazel, and Nellie. And Isabel is just very similar to Isabella, which was the number 2 name in 2011, very popular. And she spells it with one L, which is a little different. I like it better with the E-L-L-E ending. And then Katie. Katie to me is such a boring name. I knew so many Katies. Like, I think I knew like 10 Katies at one point. So Katie could be short for Kathleen, Katrina, Catherine, Caitlin. And then we have Penelope, which is getting more popular. It was number 169 in 2011, and it means thread or web, and Penelope was also the wife of Odysseus. And in 1975, it was number 844, but it disappeared from the charts until 2001, and then obviously it's been increasing in popularity since then. Hazel is another one that's getting more popular compared to its history. It was last on the charts in 1975 as well, and then it disappeared until 1998, and it is number 211 in 2011. Nellie is such a cute nickname, like I said, and as I mentioned, it could be short for Eleanor or Cornelia. It hasn't been on the charts as a name itself since 1888, So, like, forever. It hasn't been on the charts alone, but I don't really like it alone. I like it a lot better as a nickname. So, another one I really like it for is Antonella, which is a really pretty name. The next name is Dorota. Dorota means gift of God. I think it's a really cute name. It's never been in the top 1,000 in the U.S. It's more commonly used in Czech, Polish, or Slavic language. And Dorota on the show is Polish. I think Dorota is a really cute name, and it's similar to Dorothy, but it doesn't sound so old as Dorothy, and you could use the same nicknames like Dot or Dottie. Or you could use Dora or Dory as a nickname, which is cute. The next name is Beck Simon, and you might not know who this character is. She was an art dealer in seasons 1 to 2, and she kind of dated Rufus a little bit. And I just thought it was an interesting name because I hadn't heard it before, and I found it's a variation of Rebecca. And I see where it comes from after seeing that, because you could, go Becky to Bex. So they changed it to an X, and I thought that was just kind of interesting. I really like the name Rebecca, but I don't like Becky very much, so Bex is kind of cool. The next one is Poppy Lifton, who was a friend of Serena's, and Poppy also became popular during the 19th century flower fad, and it's never been in the top 1,000 in the U.S. I didn't look it up for the UK charts, but I believe it's a more popular name there. I think Poppy is a really cute name, although some people might think it might make them think of like father or grandfather. The next name is Agnes Andrews, who was Jenny's model friend. And Agnes is a Celtic name, and it means hunger. And it was last on the charts in 1972 at number 986. And I think there's a good reason for that, because I hate the name Agnes. I don't like the sound of it. It just sounds so, like, ugly to me. I don't know why. I met a girl in France named Agnes, so I think it's more popular there, but I'm not sure. It was the most popular in 1894 at number 38. And then the last name I put is Alessandra Steele, who was Dan's publicist. And Alessandra means defender of men. And I love the name Alessandra. I think it's so pretty sounding. My mother's first name is Sandra, so I think that might be part of why I like it. And you could have nicknames for Alessandra. It could be Allie or Sandy or Sandra. And I don't like Sandy very much. Allie is okay, but I don't really know if I like any of the nicknames enough to use this name. In 2011, Alessandra was number 397. It first appeared in 1987 at number 932. And it peaked in 2006 at number 361. So it's been steadily rising up until recently. It kind of declined a little bit. It's been going back and forth a bit. So it's not a super popular name. So if you like the nickname Allie, it's a nice change from like Alexandra or Alexis or Allison. So those are the names that I thought were the most interesting and that I liked the most from Gossip Girl. I think my favorites on this list are probably Georgina. I really do like Cornelia. I think that's a pretty name that I hadn't thought about before. And Dorota. I like Dorota a lot. As you can tell, I like names that end in A. So tell me what your favorite Gossip Girl names are, and I will probably do a video on the boys' names soon, so look out for that. Thanks for watching.